Hello and welcome to Cindershadow Gaming. I'm your host Cindershadow, and today we got to talk about the fallout of the bannings from Magic the Gathering. Well, there was 13 plus bans for Magic the Gathering. We had Tibble's Trickery, another Oko ban, Euro getting banned across multiple formats and everything else. But I thought I would do a little bit of looking into this because there was a lot of hilarity that came out of the bannings. Mostly Twitter and a little bit on Reddit where people went, well, what do I do now? I've got all these cards that I can't do anything with. So first off, we're going to start off with the Twitter announcement of this, which was Wizards of the Coast saying today's ban and restricted list features changes to Historic, Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, and Vintage. Also, the rules change to Cascade. The Cascade rules change just made it so you can't flip cards over that are more expensive than the original cascading ability out of it. So it got rid of the whole cheaty aspect of it, even though being able to free cast is pretty crazy. Right out of the top, we've got Merfolk Cricket MTG. If you can give me your address, I'll send your Okos and Euros for free. Thanks a lot. I will take your Okos and Euros. If you just look in the channel description, I do have a P.O. box set up that you guys can send those to. I'll take them and we'll have a lot of fun with them if you really don't want them. To all the thanks for making all my decks useless now, that's what happens when you abuse easy to abuse cards. Maybe that's what happens when you have people not doing the proper procedure for their R&D department, research and development. If they're going to make these crazy cards, maybe they need to research a little bit more into them and spend some time on them instead of just pushing them out into the world. People get confused with Cascade. This is why holding modern non-RL real life cards is such a pain. You keep losing credibility, and that's why money flows away. Well, the game's not here for you guys to make money. It's here for Wizards to try and make money. But even though the bannings in a lot of cases, people want them because it will actually make things more playable down the road. However, we're in the biggest ban season we have ever had in the history of the game. Thanks for killing all my Pioneer decks in one list, also making Euros worthless. Last I checked, Euro was still around the $20 mark. He's still usable in other formats. He is that powerful. He will end up in Commander decks. He will end up in Vintage. You just got to sit there and play and wait. And these cards have a tendency of rebounding. Look at Jace the Mind Sculptor. He was banned originally, and he's still one of the biggest beefy cards. But we've had so many more cards that are much more powerful than that now that he's kind of leveled off at where he is now. Pioneer deck took a big ban with Teferi. That Teferi was unfair in these anyway. Tron's cards. You lost a 19-year-old veteran of the game today. Lost says, "I'm done buying your products just to see it deemed unplayable. I've been through the dance too many times to be burned again. Hail Commander, nothing else." Well, Commander is always going to be there. They can't take Kitchen Table away from you. Honestly, these bans, if you're a 19-year veteran of the game, these bans mean absolutely nothing to you. I can tell you right now, you're still going to play with them with your friends. There's people wondering about the wild cards for Arena, and I will tell you both the cards for Arena that were banned from Historic were already previously banned in Standard, so you would have already received those wild cards. Now, I did hear from a couple of people that had used the wild cards on Euro after that initial banning to use them in Historic, and they did receive some wildcards. So depending on your account, if you had already received wildcards for those cards, you're not going to get a second batch of wildcards. That's not how this works. Should have banned Tybalt's Trickery in Standard or Historic Best of 1. Other than that, looks good. Best of 1 is a rock, paper, scissors game already. Tybalt's Trickery is really a coin flip. You might as well go play a slot machine. You'll have more fun with it. Well done, Wizards. Face restored. It didn't go far enough. It's possible Luris for 3+3 is still broken. I'll wait before praising that one. Yeah, we'll have to wait to see. This one. Hi, I would like to know where I can find instructions for making paper planes. That's definitely a feel bad moment. I'm sorry for that one. Funny, the reliability, relatively stable place the metagame has been since Fine and Actual had me more interested to play some older formats. Tybalt's Trickery needed to be banned but this many. Now I'm just sad and back to uninterested. If I want shakeups, I'd play STD. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing another version. Or they're doing something else that, yeah, we won't go there too far. Ah yes, Tybalt's Trickery is the straw that broke the camel's back. Not the 1550 Annihilator 6 that can't be countered and has protection from colored spells. That can't possibly be the issue. Emrakul coming down and just wrecking face with that Tybalt's Trickery trick. It's, yeah. Why'd you do that to my boy like that? Absolutely cruel. In response to the Dreadhorde Anarchist getting banned. Multiple things have been restricted in Vintage in the last couple of years. Yeah, thanks, Wizard. The ad nauseum is now dead, and the community that loved that deck for years is dying too. The fully foiled deck I have, I am known by within my personal community, and even reaching to other states, gone. RIP, SSG, you weren't the problem. That's Simian Spirit Guide, if anyone's wondering what SSG. A lot of people are talking about that one. You know what? Simian Spirit Guide was a long time coming for a ban. I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. Rather upsets Tybalt's Trickery stayed in Historic. Over 60% of the games I played in Mythic were matched up against it. Every single time it resulted in successful turn 2 Ultimatum, Ulamog, Prismatic Bridge, Coma, or Omniscience. Tybalt's Trickery needs to be banned. The card shouldn't have made it past R&D, in plain and simple. Why is there no refunds for the mythic cards we can't utilize on Arena? I've already covered that. Wizards of the Coast announces sick Lotus Bloom promos. Wizards of the Coast bans Simian Spirit Guide. Ad nauseum players. The what? From Pikachu with zombie head on there? Yeah, pretty much. Just like any cleaning product, it only kills 99% of the germs. Music's Goblin Grandy is one of the most toxic decks in Historic in Arena right now with the goblins. It's way too on point and very reliable for a deck. That's how you should ban the problematic cards from 2019-2020. Bombed about Simian Spirit Guide, but it's understandable. Please next time don't wait this long to ban new cards. Regardless, this is a great ban and restricted announcement. Keep up the good work. Please unban Kethis in Pioneer. Kethis is a card that if you're playing like an all legendaries deck, you can recast them from the graveyard. He's not a fair card at all. So he opens up way too many things. So yeah, there's Wizards Magic. Are you planning to ban something also in Brawl? We'll only face Eska until next Banhammer time. Yeah, Eska is a big problem in Brawl right now. She's with this Prismatic Bridge, you're able to bring out Planeswalkers on turn 5, turn 4 if you've got enough ramp, even turn 3. But yeah, Eska is just hard to play up against in Brawl right now. Wow, a few cards that made me stop playing MTG are gone. Very small, +1 in my book, but still not forgiving them for the Walking Dead Secret Lair, but good bans today. Very glad to see every single one on that list. You know what, that list, one of the biggest things that I'm starting to see here, they used to run a rule here with like Type 1, Type 2, which is now Standard, Modern, Pioneer. If it was banned in any other format, the Standard format would see the exact ban. And I think that's what needs to happen here with these cards. If they're going to ban it in Modern, in any other format, and not ban it in Standard, that's a mistake. They need to ban it from Standard straight up. If it's not allowable in these other formats, it needs to be booted from Standard. Plain and simple. That's how this really should work. We know it's a problem. It's just not onto the same scale where you have a bigger list of cards, and Standard has this collapsed version of it. But if it honestly is too powerful for these bigger formats, it's too powerful for Standard and really should be banned as well. For the Reddit side of things, this is straight from the Magic the Gathering TCG Reddit. Not one of the greatest places on the internet to go for, but yeah, there's still some stuff here. It's nice to scroll these and go over a little bit. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I didn't expect Simian Spirit Guide. Of course not. Simian Spirit Guide survived so many banned and restricted announcements. I never expected it to be banned. Well, it was about time. It's really one of the biggest things. Being able to have that free mana so early is ridiculous. Let's see Uro escape from this, because he's got escape. This next one, execute order 6/6. That's too funny. Wizards Co sacrifices 5 playtesters. Can we unban him? It's a goddamn slaughterhouse up in here. Trickery already banned in a format too. Oof. Yeah, people want to call it the President's Day Massacre, or the Family Day Massacre, as it's known up here in Canada. Oko joins the elite club, whose charter member are Death Rights Shaman and Alex Percini. Ooh, Oko is gone again. What else do we got here? I still remember posting the spoiler into the modern subreddit, and people saying that they didn't think the card would be good enough. People at my LGS, though, thought I was crazy for saying it was considering splashing blue in my zoo deck just to play Oko. 3 weeks later, everyone's splashing blue to play Oko. Yep, and that's about the response. A couple of us said, I think I even, when Oko was spoiled, I went, a +1 ability for anything? I don't think that's a good idea. I know there was some people that it passed, and I just kind of, I was like, we'll see what this does, but I really didn't think that that +1 was going to be good for the game. There's talk about Tamagotchi. This is a new record for bans in a day, because holy crap, they nuked 3 different formats at once. Not really. Here's the thing. These cards came out and actually ruined these formats for a couple weeks. They come on with this and actually kind of changes them. It gets rid of the Tybalt's Trickery deck in Modern straight up. And like that deck, Tybalt's Trickery, honestly will really need to be banned, and I just think they're waiting for things to be sold out on it. So it's yeah. Oko holding strong in Vintage and Commander. Yeah, wait until the rules committee get a hold of that. Lamo, Astrolabe, finally gone from all formats. What a hilariously busted Magic card. It wasn't really that busted. It was just undercosted for what it did. What else do we got here? Rip Mono Red Prison in Modern, Legacy only now. The announcement. Crusade. Yeah. Legacy, Oko Thieves of Crowns is banned. Legacy is now unbanned. Spike Tournament Grinder grows 5 cards stronger. Yep. I see what they went for the nuke from orbit approach. This is a massacre. Mana Monkey, no. The Crusade change was expected. The nuking of Modern wasn't. Nope. This is, yep, pretty bad. Throughout the past year, with pandemic conditions resulting in fewer high-level tabletop tournaments, were correspondingly slowed the pace of banned and restricted list changes for non-rotating formats. Thought this was an interesting code. Didn't we just have a year with record bannings? Maybe their phrasing is technically correct, but it's still strange to point it out in this fashion. Yeah, it kind of strange considering we've had that, yeah. My god, that format had a family. Ooh. Cascade. After 5,000 years, Astrolabe got banned. Yeah, well, it wasn't that long. Come on now. They did the right thing on mobile double-face cards. Hallelujah. Yeah, people are... Yeah, the Cascade rules change is something that needed to be done. I don't really see too much more here. Oh, wait. This is the Scorched Earth banning that a ton of people wanted to see. Lots of OP cards taken out and taking a bullet here. Plus, maybe some unnecessary bannings. Mystic Sanctuary and Simian Spirit Guide. It needed to be banned. I'm sorry. Also would have liked to see Nissa gone in Historic, but can't have everything. They're saying it's a 9 out of 10. No, there's a lot more they needed to move on, and they just don't want to do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I went down this road and I had a good laugh. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave me your best comments towards the bannings that did exist and happen. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.